GOP drops the judicial hammer on DOJ, forcing them to reveal the truth on FISA warrant, by Amy Moreno for TruthFeedNews.com. The House is moving forward with a deeper investigation into FISA abuses by deposing DOJ Attorney George Toscas. The House Judiciary and House Oversight Committees will grill Toscas about DOJ official Bruce Ohr on August 28, 2017, or will be interviewed by Congress. From the Daily Caller, House Republicans will resume an investigation of the FBI and DOJ's handling of the Russia investigation on Thursday with a deposition of George Z. Toscas, a national security attorney at the Department of Justice. Toscas, who handles counterterrorism and counterespionage cases, will appear for a deposition at 10 a.m. before staffers with the House Judiciary and House Government and Oversight Committees, a source familiar with the matter tells the Daily Caller News Foundation. Toscas was one of 17 current and former FBI and Justice Department officials included on a list submitted to the two House committees by California Rep. Devin Nunes, the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee. Nunes suggests interviewing Toscas and the other officials regarding an investigation into the FBI and Justice Department's possible abuse of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, FISA. Congressional Republicans have probed whether the agencies misled federal surveillance judges by relying on the unverified Steele dossier to obtain FISA warrants against former Trump campaign advisor Carter Page. Toscas is mentioned throughout text messages exchanged between former FBI counterintelligence official Peter Strzok and former FBI attorney Lisa Page. Strzok and Page, neither of which work for the FBI. Strzok was fired on August 10th, mentioned Toscas most often during the FBI's Hillary Clinton email investigation. Oh, this is very interesting. The Washington Post has reported that Toscas was the Justice Department official who reminded then FBI Director Andrew McCabe about Clinton's emails found on Anthony Weiner's laptop. McCabe had been informed about the emails weeks earlier but failed to take action on them until late October of 2016. Strzok and Page, who have already been interviewed by the House panel, also mentioned Toscas in text messages sent at key points in the FBI's investigation into Russian meddling in the 2016 presidential campaign. Strzok sent one message to Page on July 30th, 2016, the day before the FBI opened the Russia probe, or presumably that's the date that they opened the Russia probe, that appears to reference Toscas and then FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe. Do you know if Andy got concurrences back from George about the preamble? No need to ask Andy right now. I think we can, in very good faith, date the letterhead memorandum, July 2016, Strzok wrote. Oh, here it is. You see the date. No need to ask Andy right now. I think we can, in very good faith, date the letterhead memorandum, July 2016. He didn't give the exact date, but I guess it's 30th, the July 30th. I don't remember the exact date because they said that they didn't open the investigation. Anything didn't start till July. But now it looks like as if it's prior to Strzok wrote that. The DCNF's source says the Republicans will ask Toscas about the origins of the government's Russia probe, as well as about Bruce Ohr, the Justice Department official who served as a back channel between the FBI and Christopher Steele and the DNC. They failed to mention this. It was a back channel between the FBI to Bruce Ohr. Christopher Steele was involved with that back channel, and Hillary Clinton. They said the DNC, but you can bet it was Hillary herself. That was the back channel that former British spy who wrote the dossier, or was also in contact with Glenn Simpson, the founder of Fusion GPS, the opposition research firm that hired Steele as part of an anti-Trump project financed by the Clinton campaign in DNC? No, Hillary Clinton. And let's just add the DNC on the sidelines because it's Hillary Clinton. Even Trump says it in his tweets. Orr's wife, a Russia expert named Nellie Orr, worked for Fusion GPS on the Trump project. Orr, who was demoted in December from his position as Assistant Deputy Attorney General, will be interviewed by the two House committees on August 28th. Republicans want to know who at the Justice Department, if anyone, directed Orr to maintain contact with Steele. The relationship has raised questions because the FBI cuts ties with Steele on November 1st, 2016. Because of the former spy's unauthorized contact with the media. Lawmakers have also questioned why Orr was meeting with Steele despite claims from top DOJ officials that he was not on the team leading the Russia investigation. To my knowledge, he wasn't working on the Russian matter. Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, the Rattenstein, testified on June 28th. Yeah, right. Yeah, they weren't maybe working, but they were working behind the scenes. You get it? Orr was interviewed a dozen times by the FBI after the election about his interactions with Steele. Oh, so rest assured, the FBI interviewing Orr, what do you expect it to happen? This is almost laughable. Yeah, because it's the FBI's job to question Orr. But the FBI, the head honchos that are leading this investigation, are in deep against the Trump campaign, Trump administration, you know? So Orr was interviewed a dozen times by the FBI after the election about his interaction with Steele. Text messages and emails recently provided to Congress also show that Orr and Steele were in contact throughout 2016 and 2017. So they made up a phony thing that Orr was let go. But he was still working, you get it, behind the scenes. So meanwhile, they were working, the FBI was actually telling everybody in Congress or the Trump administration, oh no, he's not working for us. But meanwhile, they have an open back channel to Orr through the FBI, from Orr, actually from Steele to the Orr in the FBI. And Hillary Clinton is also on that back channel. I mean, really? But you see, they're talking something about this date. I think we can, in very good faith, date the letterhead memorandum July 2016, Strzok wrote. So, you see, because this was going on prior to July of 2016. But they had to make it look like it started in sometime in July. I don't remember is it July 30th? He sent the July 30th one day before the FBI opened the Russia probe. The Russia probe, the Russian, I should say, setup, was going on before July 30th. It's right there. Before July 30th. And they needed to make sure that they could date this July 30th because the thing was that they were doing it prior to July 30th, you see? Yeah. So right then and there, you know that what's going on. And right then and there can throw the whole Mueller witch hunt out the window just for those particular dates. And also, I'm surprised that this is not, with that back channel. You know how incriminating a back channel is? To have a back channel set up there where they're getting information saying that Orr was fired or demoted or whatever he was. I mean, through Steele and the DNC that they failed to mention. And this is the Daily Caller, which is more of a conservative site. And yet they don't add Hillary's name to the back channel. And I've noticed a lot of articles are not naming Hillary. in the back channel when she was involved in a back channel through the FBI. And Steele and Hillary had the back channel info. They were working on this prior to July. And you know Nunes is going to get to the bottom of it. And so what did Rosenstein, the rat Rosenstein, testified? You know, it wasn't to my knowledge. He wasn't working on the Russian matter. Yeah, right, Rosenstein. You're involved in this also, and you're saying it wasn't to his knowledge. Yeah, right. You believe that? If you believe that, I can sell you a bridge, right? Yeah. They expect Congress and Nunes to swallow this garbage, you know? Really? I don't think so, Rosenrat. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.